What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Salt to Bitcoin. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, you're not going to be entered. Otherwise, let's get on with today's episode. So as you saw in the title, we're going to be talking about two things. Where the bounce could potentially be in Litecoin and Bitcoin, where that could be located if we already hit a bounce. And the second is how to pay an online business degree with cryptocurrency. So some pretty cool, interesting topics. Let's jump right into that. So the first thing I'm going to show you before we get in is what is SALT. So SALT enables traditional lending to be secured by cryptocurrency. So definitely an interesting topic to look at. It says a new startup in Denver, Colorado has set out to take on the blockchain-based lending market, secured automated lending technology, or SALT for short. Basically, it is a way to pay or to get loans with cryptocurrency. So it says traditional lending secured by cryptocurrency. SALT will allow members to leverage assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, possibly Litecoin for loan collateral. So basically you give them your cryptocurrency and in exchange they will give you fiat of whatever fiat wherever you live, I guess. And in exchange you get that. And you can use that money, in essence, to pay for whatever you want. You could, instead of taking out student loans from school, you could theoretically take out loans through SALT. Definitely an interesting topic. Let me know what you think about it in the description. Is it something you would consider doing out of any type of loan? Would you loan cryptocurrency? I know crypto is low right now, but theoretically, if crypto went very high, would you, in essence, loan it out for fiat currency and then get your crypto back? Theoretically, it's like shorting Bitcoin. Let me know what your opinion is on that in the comments. Definitely want to know about that. If you guys are new to SALT, it's definitely a coin to check out, their program. We're going to look at the coin itself and how it's trading. But otherwise, let's just look at the rest of this thing. It says the SALT loan process consists of 4 primary steps. The loan creation, a borrower sets up a membership account and then forwards their collateral to the SALT Oracle wallet. This is a multi-signature blockchain wallet that functions as a repository for collateral while automatically managing the lending terms. The loan funds, once approved, are transferred to the borrower's bank account, which is pretty awesome. And then the loan repayment. A borrower makes timely periodic payments back to the lender. Loan completion. Upon repayment of the loan, the borrower will have their collateral returned. So it's pretty much like shorting cryptocurrency. Definitely an interesting topic. Some people could use this in essence to short crypto. Definitely. Personally, I like their company. Definitely an interesting transition to what I'm normally seeing with crypto. A lot of people are just trying to make their coins more well known. They definitely have a different approach to getting their crypto available. So again, let me know what you think. Otherwise, let's jump into some technical analysis, finding the bottom of crypto. So I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the weekly. Now, a few of you guys in the comments said you want me to start off on the weekly and then zoom in, and I have no problem doing that. I'll do it for this episode, and we'll see how you guys like that. So as you can see here, we're on Bitcoin on the weekly, and you guys notice we're trading at around 44 on the stock or the relative strength index, whatever you want to call it. And you can see how we have a green candle right here. It's under the yellow. Boom, right there. And you can see how we have the red candle right here. You can see where the green band crossed over the red band on the high-low middle moving average. It is a 35 and I believe 50 or 100-day moving average. I'll show you guys right here. It is the 35 and 100-day moving average. So hopefully that clarifies for some of you. Now you guys notice that we are trending in between it. And truly the fact that we broke through you can see how before we were using this red band as support, but the longer we stood on here, the more chance there was of pulling back down. And unfortunately we did. We broke through that, and we're now going to retest the green band. Now, interesting enough, we have retraced, which is quite nice. I'd like to see the retracement go back up above the red band, which could happen potentially next week. I'm not sure about this week. Tomorrow's the last day. But if we do go lower, I truly think this green band is going to act as some critical support. I don't think we're going to get below that. We have truly never been below that on all of the TA you can see here, all of Bitcoin. It's never been below that. So it'll be interesting to see if we fall lower. But honestly, in my personal opinion, I think we should bounce up off of here or trade in between this zone and eventually get it back above the red candle. You can see that the red is moving up. So it's definitely interesting in my opinion. And I do think we're going to head up very soon. I don't think we're going to continue going down. I truly find that impossible. One thing to take note of is on the daily, you guys can see that there is some sort of descending triangle in play right now. This downtrend line right here, it's definitely taking hold of Bitcoin for the current moment. You guys can see we double bottomed very small on the RSI. I'm trying to show you guys that. You can see 1, 2 on the RSI double bottom. We're slowly starting to recover right now. You can see where resistance is in play right here, how much of a struggle we've had to break below that. Bottom at 5,800 critical support level. I'd be very shocked if we broke below that. That would be very disappointing if we broke below that. I don't think we will, but we're definitely going to retest here. I'm hoping we can break above the white, in my opinion. If we do not, I don't want to talk with a lot of emotion. I truly don't think I am. I'm trying not to, but in my opinion, I think we should potentially break above the white. And if we do, we'll go back up to this high-low middle moving average. If we don't break it, we're probably going to consolidate for the next few days, which is definitely possible. Back down to the support level at 5,800 and then potentially see a breakout and a move back up to support. So support to me is around this area right here. This is considered support to me around the $7,400 to $7,500 level. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move up to there very soon. Moving on to the 4 hour before we jump onto Litecoin, you can see that we were extremely oversold in the past couple hours, probably day or so, and you can see this massive downtrend in formation right now. And I say the same thing, if we cannot, which seems like we aren't going to break the descending triangle for right now, we're probably going to consolidate back down to the yellow and then pop up and move back up to support. Currently at around 7,000. So the next resistance, if we break the descending triangle, is at around $7,000. So that'll definitely be interesting to see if we can break above that or at least reach that. I think it'll definitely spark a lot of potential to the market and give us a lot of, I don't want to say hope, but a lot of reassurance in the market. Now let's look at Litecoin. I'm going to start off on the weekly and show you guys where a potential bounce could be in play. And it definitely seems like it has. So I guess overnight or today at some point, we have touched back down to this pink line that I've drawn. You can see the pink line represents where we started the breakout back at the end of December, towards the beginning of 2018. So toward end of 2017, beginning of 2018, you can see the breakout right here. Major support, critical support. And as I zoom in right now, you can see this yellow band also on Litecoin is acting as a major resistance. Not necessarily Bitcoin. Bitcoin has one that was broken quite a while ago, but this is a support level. On Litecoin, this is a resistance band that has not been broken yet. But one thing to keep a note of is that we are coming back down. And you can see we bottomed up on this support level, and I'm hoping we consolidate slightly and then break an 8-month downtrend. That'll be super good news. If at any point we break the yellow line or the yellow band, I would be very, very, very bullish on Litecoin for the short term. We're just going to have to see where it goes. Again, holding quite well for support at around 5,500. Nice to see that we retraced back up, and I do think another day of consolidation, we should potentially break the yellow resistance. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think we're going to see lower lows? Do you think we're going to go to 30? I've seen a lot of you guys commenting that we're going to see a $30 Litecoin. I'd be very shocked. But you can see where the yellow band's holding some resistance right now. You can see back, if I just zoom out right here, you can see where the resistance is. And you guys notice right now that we touched 55. If not, we went a little lower, 55.23. Retraced right back up. We bounced right back up off of that. So that clearly is a critical support. The market does not want us to be that low. Buying orders are set very high, so I think that's why the retracement's happening. Another reason is the RSI on the daily is pretty oversold in my opinion. We're at 25. We need to get back into neutral territory, and for that to happen, we need the price to move up ever so slightly. So we could see a $60 Litecoin within the next few hours, if not by tomorrow. I do think we're going to move up slightly. And then if we jump over to Litecoin on the 4 hour, you can see we finally entered a more neutral area, extremely oversold. I really want to stress that. 17 on the relative strength index. But you can see we did we bounced right up off of support right here at 55. So definitely interesting. You can see a small resistance at 62, major resistance from the downtrend at 67, and then obviously this high-low middle moving average coming into play is going to act as another major resistance. So it'll definitely be interesting. It's nice to see that we're below it. I do think we're going to move back up soon to retest this area over here. We're going to have to see. There's a lot of things that are swaying me to be bearish on the fact that we may not be able to break that recently, or when we attempt it. But we're going to have to find out when that happens. Lastly, let's check out Ethereum. Another day of just going lower. You can see it found a bottom right here at around, hold on. A bottom right at around, it bottomed off at 304, around $300, let's say. Retrace back to 320-ish, and we're kind of just gonna most likely trade sideways. I do think we need to pull back up a little bit. You can see on the daily we are oversold, so this is definitely needed, and I do think we're going to retrace probably back up to around 330 within the next day or so. Inevitably, the farther we are going away from this high-low middle moving average, the better chances we have of moving back up to that. So I truly believe we will head back up to this high-low MMA, maybe at around a $460, $450 Ethereum token. So that's definitely good news in my opinion. I do think we're going to retrace back up to there soon. Lastly, let's check out Salt to wrap up the video. So Salt is definitely an interesting currency in my opinion. It's got a lot of things going on right now. I'm checking out Salt on the daily. You can see we're looking at this from the Binance chart. So for all those who have Binance, this will help you guys give a better overview. I'm just quickly drawing in some support levels right here and some resistance, of course. Always need both. These are a little out of the way, but next time we view it, we'll get a better adjustment of where we can see the coin going. And then there's probably a support right around here, or resistance. So now that we're have some support levels drawn, I'm going to draw one last one, just because this is so blatantly obvious. Okay. You can see that there's two things. The high-low middle moving average has come into play, acting as some pretty bad resistance. Next thing you note is we were oversold on the RSI, pulling back up into neutral territory. You can see we found a bottom support right around here, and interesting enough, we're holding it quite well. I do think we need to retrace back up. I do think we're going to test the high-low MMA like you can see here. We may not be able to break it. We may inevitably fall lower. Hopefully we do not. The problem with Salt on Binance is the fact that it was recently listed, so we don't have any lows. You know what I mean? We don't have previous lows. This is the lowest the coin has ever been, well, except for right here. But it's pretty much the lowest the coin has ever been, so it's hard to say how much lower it can go. But clearly it is pretty darn low on the daily, so it'll be interesting to see if it can go any lower. But if you're holding Salt, just keep hodling it if you want to invest into Salt. On my personal opinion, I do think it's a good coin to invest in. At this point, whenever Bitcoin moves up, the rest of the altcoins will move up too. Usually volume spikes in Bitcoin and money gets injected into the rest of altcoins as well. But hopefully that sum up the video well for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Giveaway at 5,000. Leave a giant thumbs up on the channel if you like the content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.